input on that. But meanwhile, more news coming in. Now, United States President Donald Trump has announced that the U.S. government officials would not be attending the G20 Summit in South Africa this year due to the country's treatment of white farmers, and Trump called it to be a disgrace, citing abuses of Afrikaners, including violence and death, as well as confiscation of their land and farms. And he had earlier announced that he would not attend the annual summit for heads of state from the globe's leading and emerging economies. And Vice President JD Vance was set to attend in place of Trump, but a person familiar with Vance's plans, who was granted anonymity to talks about his schedule, said Vance would no longer travel there for the summit. Now, joining me on the telecast is Rabinder Sachdev, international affairs expert. Thank you so much, Mr. Sachdev, for joining us on the telecast. Now, what we are seeing is Donald Trump is boycotting the G20 summit. What exactly do you think are the implications, and exactly when you're talking about his reasoning, the fact that he's citing the country's treatment of the farmers in South Africa, what do you think about the tension between South Africa and United States, and also the fact that why exactly is Trump boycotting the G20 summit amid the geopolitical scenario?
Thank you, Ria. Pleasure to be with you. It is not only that Trump is boycotting and not going. Trump has ordered that no U.S. government representative would go. Earlier, it was said that downgrading Vice President would go, JD Vance, but now it is that no American official will go. Now, why this is happening? Yes, Trump says that in South Africa, the white farmers are facing violence more than the average violence. South Africa has lots of violent crime, right? But what Trump is saying is that the white Afrikaners, who are basically Dutch and French, who came and settled in South Africa ages ago, that they are being persecuted, there are violent crimes against them, and their land is being taken away. And he has granted, or the US has granted them a refugee status. So that is one core issue that Trump has with South Africa. Now, by not going or boycotting, let's say, the G20, I think what is happening is that America is looking to, I mean, on the one hand, the logic should be that America should go and shape the G20 as it wants, right? But by not going boycotting, I think America is looking to weaken the G20 as much as it can. And similarly, other international institutions which are there, or such groupings which are there, the US is looking to reduce their effectiveness and establish its dominance on world affairs. The downside to this approach is that, okay, the US may not go, but then the other 19 plus European Union and African Union are there. They will be discussing whatsoever. They may further, precipitate, get closer to each other, and the bloc could rise more than what America wants. So it could have that opposite effect also. So either which way, I mean, I think what we're going to see is that the G20 will happen, of course. Most countries or all will go. I don't know, maybe Trump can then pressure down on the Europeans that you don't go. It could happen that way also. Just wait and see, okay? And the Europeans will cave in, most probably. But whatever it be, the G20 gathering which is there will be there, and whosoever, whichever countries meet, they will, take stock of the situation.
All right, Rabinder Sachdeva, thank you so much for